Women's Elimination Chamber match will be happening with the Raw Women's Championship on the line. They have no opponent, obviously, Alexa Bliss, but it's a very big deal.
Interesting concept.
It's a very big deal happening.
Interesting.
We already talked about the 205 Live 16-man tournament.
Correct.
But then, the one title change I did not expect didn't happen in America. Happened in Japan. In New Japan, when Jay White, out of nowhere, at New Beginning Night 2, beat Kenny Omega to win the IWGP United States Championship. Did not see this one coming
Switchblade Jay White.
I don't understand the gimmick, but I did not see that one coming at all. But here's something that did happen. After the match, Omega tried to be classy, hand Jay White the belt. The Bullet Club did not like this.
Nope.
Adam Page then got into Jay White's face. Kenny Omega did not like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, slowly but surely, Marty Scurll walked away from Kenny Omega. Adam Page walked away from Kenny Omega. The Young Bucks, who lost their tag belts earlier in the show, walked away from Kenny Omega.
Okay.
And then Cody attacked Omega.
Yes.
And then, right as Omega was getting beat up by Cody, Kota Ibushi came out.
Yep.
And saved Omega and reunited their team. Their team in friendship. And they hugged, and there was pyro and confetti going off.
Now,
it was an amazing emotional moment.
Now, people have followed New Japan and Kenny Omega can look at it. Just one thing is that their tag team has been reformed, and they're going to go after the straps.
I don't think so. I think we're going to get Omega versus Omega versus Cody in March. First thing first.
And the other thing that has been going on in the rumor mill but has not been confirmed is that there's a possibility that Omega may leave New Japan.
They have another year on the contract.
Yeah, even though he still has a contract.
He has a year contract. He's not going. He openly said he will not leave New Japan until his contract expires.
And
I can respect that.
Right.
I respect that.
And the reason why people are coming to that rumor is there's a latest picture of Kenny Omega with a New Day T-shirt on.
He's been wearing... No, that's nothing.
I know that.
I would tell people. I'll tell you what that is.
I know.
I'll explain to people what that's about. Him and the Young Bucks, the Elite, were doing a feud, an online feud with the New Day.
Right.
That's all that is. There's nothing else to that.
Right.
I'm just explaining it to people that don't know.
But here's the thing. Also, Kenny explained is he likes the New Day.
Yeah, they're friends. They're friends.
And that's why he wears...
I think him and Xavier are actually legit friends.
Yes. And he says he likes the New Day, he respects them, and that's why he wears the shirt.
Which is
nothing. It's nothing more to that.
Okay, real fast. The March show, we'll talk about this when we get closer, obviously. We'll preview it when we get closer.
Okay.
But the March show looks like we might be getting Jericho and Naito. Cody versus Omega.
Mm-hmm.
I would throw Ibushi and Jay White in there as a match. That's what I would do. What do you think of that card so far?
So far,
that's a great card.
It's shaping a great card.
For those wondering, the March show we're talking about is the show at Long Beach. That'll be going on at March 25th.
Okay.
2 weeks before Mania. So I just want to throw that out there. So
all right.
That's a big deal. It's a very, very big deal. Okay, let's move on. We had a big weekend in wrestling back in the States. Over in Philadelphia, we had a massive weekend of wrestling in Philly. We started with NXT TakeOver. And I'll just do the highlights after the whole show. But I got to say, Velveteen Dream, by the way, is probably turning into one of my new favorite, underappreciated wrestlers. I love Velveteen Dream right now. Absolutely love the guy.
Would you kind of compare it to, I hate to say it, kind of like a Jay Lethal type of...
Kind of, sort of. It's almost like they let him be his own people. And someone's like, well, he's being very flamboyant and, over the top. I love it. And remember, okay, this is going to be a terrible reference, but you remember Orlando Jordan in TNA? Where they tried to make him a bisexual character?
Yeah.
Well, this feels like, to me, they're letting him be over-the-top bisexual, have a good time with it, but they're seeing the success of Dalton Castle over Ring of Honor.
I was just
and they're trying to beat that here. And I'd love to see if one day Dalton Castle does leave Ring of Honor and comes to NXT, a Velveteen Dream Dalton Castle match. That would be insane.
Oh,
that would be an epic, crazy, over-the-top match. I'd love to hear it. There's one time. Let's do it once, and I'd be so happy.
But if he would do that, would you also see him being in the 205 Live?
Maybe. Depends right now. He's in it right now. He's in the middle of things. He's in the middle of a couple of feuds
in
NXT right now.
Yeah.
He's kind of busy in NXT. Yeah. He's over there. He's in everything. It's fun. He's all over the place over there right now.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the big matches, though. Aleister Black beat Adam Cole in an Extreme Rules match. That was fantastic. That was a great match.
Yes.
I really, really enjoyed that. And by the way, they're setting up more with Sanity and Undisputed Era after all this. Because next week on NXT, first match in the new set of tapings, that they're actually filming tonight as we're recording this. I don't know any spoilers, obviously.
Okay.
I'm not. By the way, if you're listening, do not tell me NXT spoilers. I'm watching the show weekly now again with CJ. I don't want any spoilers. I want to enjoy the show.
Okay.
Anyway,
go ahead.
They've announced next week they're doing Sanity, Eric Young. Oh, crap, not killing the name. The other guy. I can't think of his name right now.
Okay.
Oh, Alexander Wolf.
No. They're
They're teaming up to get their rematch against Undisputed Era for the tag team titles, and Adam Cole is facing Killian Dane next week too. That's going to be a good show next week. I'm looking forward to that. Amber Moon somehow beat Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship. I'm not going to lie, that was a surprise outcome for me. I thought Shayna was going to win the belt on her first match in. I enjoyed the match. I thought it was better than people were saying it was. I enjoyed the match.
Yes.
And finally, what people are calling early match of the year contender in NXT.
Go ahead.
This was emotional to watch, and it was crazy. Andre Cien Almas beat Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship, and I'm sorry, they made a mistake. Johnny should have won this belt, this show. He should have won the belt.
Are you saying that that's the same mistake they had with Daniel Bryan when...
I wouldn't go that far, but what I'm saying is, I was trying to explain this to Mandy.
Yeah.
Because Mandy is a heavy Johnny Gargano fan, wanted to see Johnny win the belt.
Right.
And for those who did not see this show and have not seen this match, and you're like, oh, NXT, I don't care, watch the last 35 minutes of TakeOver, Almas and Gargano. And the cool part for me, and this, I watched it a second time, obviously, because he didn't see it on the nights. I watched it a second time.
Right.
Cool part for me. If you're not an NXT fan, you're coming in cold, it's a phenomenal storytelling match.
Right.
If you're an NXT fan, and you watch every TakeOver like I have, and you have, and CJ and Mandy have, they threw in little hints and little Easter eggs throughout the match that, like, here's the finish that Gargano did for DIY won the tag belts. Here's the finish that Almas did when he beat Drew McIntyre for the title. Here's the finish. Then Almas beat Gargano the first time. Like, they did this throughout the show. And I was like, oh my God, they're telling this story so great. And then you have Selena Vega, who I love, by the way, more and more every week. She's getting in Johnny's face, and then Candice LeRae jumps the barricade and spears her, and the two of them fight to the back. And I'm like, this is absolutely incredible. This is absolutely amazing.
So, would you, or would that be too, how can I say, would you come to expect that there be a tag match?
I'd love to see a mixed tag between these four. Because I want to see if everyone's helped me about Selena Vega. She's fantastic in the ring, and I want to see it. I know what Candice LeRae can do. I want to see it. I've never seen Selena Vega wrestle, and I want to see what she can do. I'd love to see it. I want to see Candice LeRae versus Selena Vega 1-on-1. I'd love to see that match, too. Because I think it's about time, and this time brought up to me, that TakeOver had more than one women's match. I think it's about damn time we do a title match and another match. Let's do that again. It didn't happen with Asuka. Why can't you do it now? You could do it, Candice LeRae, Selena Vega, open the show. You still have your NXT Women's Championship later in the show. You still do have 2.5 hours to play with. You could do that. I don't see why they don't do that more often.
Well, the other thing that it looked like from Gargano's match is that they're going to have the feud program between him and Ciampa. And
that was the big thing at the end where Ciampa back. Ciampa's back. He attacked Gargano. They addressed this on NXT. And Ciampa would not answer questions backstage, by the way, on NXT this week. He would not answer questions.
Well,
he just walked. But this is after they were off the air. They played some footage that didn't air where he walked in the back, and they had 10 people trying to get a question from him. And my favorite question, this actually happened. At NXT, someone's going to say, Ciampa, where the hell you been? Which is my favorite question.
Wait, whoa.
I laughed so hard at that one.
There is someone that basically said that.
Where the hell you been?
Well, you know what I say to that person? I would come back and say, where the hell you been? Haven't you been following what's been going on?
I laughed so hard at that question.
I am surprised Ciampa didn't take him by the scruff of the neck and bang him into the wall.
He walked off and left until we haven't heard from Ciampa yet.
But here's the thing. He is staying in character.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was a great way to end the show.
And the thing is, I don't think, personally, for a title change to happen with Cien Almas, only because
I know it's his first title match. It's only a second defense
and I think you want to see how
I just think
it goes over.
They spent all this time putting this over,
and I
think
it's just
a little bit that didn't.
And I think you want to see how this is going to go over with the fans. If it finds out that 3 weeks into the program, 4 weeks into the program, it kind of tanks.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
And I thought about this after the fact.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Sami Zayn story?
Yeah.
Okay. For those who don't remember, the Sami Zayn story is he got title matches and he'd lose.
Correct.
And then he had these feuds, and he would lose.
Correct.
And then he had the comeback story. He had a 1 year comeback story where he'd win, beat everybody that beat him, and then he won the title.
Right.
Do you think they're doing it with Gargano? Because it worked with Sammy. It worked with Sammy.
Well, here's what I think, and I could be wrong. I think that they'll have the program between him and Ciampa,
which should go. And I think it's going to be one of the main events for Takeover in New Orleans
down the road. If Almost still has the belt, and you can't count Ciampa out from what he's accomplished,
hell no.
I think you're going to have a fatal three-way.
I'd love to see a triple threat at Takeover Brooklyn 4.
Yes.
I think that'd be great.
Only because I think Ciampa deserves a shot at the belt.
I love the fact that we're talking about Takeover Brooklyn 4 in August already. That's crazy. By the way, that's actually the day I get back from vacation. It'll be the day I actually take over Brooklyn 4. So there you go.
Really?
We get back from Jersey that day.
Okay.
Anyway, let's move on to Sunday, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And we're not going to go through the whole show. We don't have the time for that. We're also not going through the whole Rumble. Well, we have no time for that either.
Let's just say that the people I thought would be surprises.
What we'll do is men's and women's. I had the surprise entrance for both, and I had the final four. So first of all, surprise entrance for the men. Coming in at number 7 was Andre Cien. I didn't expect that. That was a nice surprise to me.
Neither did I.
Coming in at number 21. Actually, I'm going to do a music cue here. Hang on a second. I don't have it queued up. I don't have it queued up, but I'm going to in 1 second here.
All right.
I need an excuse to play this song. Wait. The problem is, I typed that in and I get a song from Hamilton. Hang on a second. Let me do that. Oh, come on. Stupid. I have to. Give me a second here. I'll edit this out. There we go. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Right. At number 21, something I did not expect to hear again.
Mm-hmm. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
I love CJ's reaction when the hurricane comes out at 21.
Yes.
And he's like, who the hell is that? Who the hell is that?
Well, here's the thing.
That was my favorite part. But, who the hell is that?
And here's the thing, too. If you had kids at the Royal Rumble, Christian's age, they would not have figured out who this person is or what happened
or why
in the
he's
past.
important or why he's important.
But
that was great. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Hang on. At number 23, Adam Cole came out. I did not see that one coming. Did not expect to see Adam Cole.
No. Adam Cole, baby.
But number 27 was even more of a surprise. So, number 27 hits, the buzzer hits, and this music hits. And I've never seen CJ in such shock in my life. He froze. Like, he froze in shock.
But here's the thing. He wasn't alone because everyone kind of like put their
we screamed. We screamed in shock. But CJ was like, you frozen solid in
You
shock.
have to see the way the camera, when the fans' reaction, they were like, people
what?
holding their hands on their head going, woo, what? Huh?
And he looked amazing. Like, he looked old school Rey Mysterio.
He looks like he hasn't missed a step. And I tell you, the biggest little man in wrestling. And when his music hit and he came out, oh my Lord.
The pop was unreal.
Right.
No one is really coming.
But here's the thing. Christian was kind of...
Well, Christian's reaction was my best. Because, for those who don't know, this, Rey Mysterio was his first hit wrestler before John Cena.
Correct.
He was number 1, the best.
Right.
When he was just a little kid.
Right.
Posters up. He had a T-shirt. We have the DVD. He's watched the DVD a lot.
He's got the signed picture.
Yeah, so when that music hit and we reacted the way we did, I looked at him. He couldn't even scream. He was such in shock and frozen that he couldn't even scream. It was such an amazing reaction.
He even asked me, he goes, Papa, he says, Rey Mysterio came out, and then I have John Cena.
I know.
So he goes,
they were aligning together.
So he says, who's my favorite? And then he made a decision. He goes, John Cena's my favorite, and Ray is my second favorite.
It was just one of the most amazing things I've experienced in a very, very long time. So that happened. But he got knocked out in the final 6, which is still respectable.
Right.
100%.